The SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, the junior novelization. Chapter 2. SpongeBob followed the sound, which led him past the edge of the camp. Finally, he spotted a young pink sea star sitting slumped on a rock all by himself, crying. SpongeBob put on his friendliest face and walked up to the sea star. "Hi, my name is—" But before he could say it, the sea star cried louder. "Wah!" SpongeBob tried again. "Hi, my name—" Wah! The sea star wailed even louder. Tears shot out of his eyes so forcefully they knocked SpongeBob over. He got up and approached the young sea star again. "Hello, my name is SpongeBob. What's your name?" "I'm Patrick," the sea star managed to say between sobs. Then he went back into crying full mode. "Wah! Why are you crying, Patrick?" SpongeBob asked. "I'm homesick," Patrick explained, sobbing and wailing, tears streaming down his face and puddling around his feet. SpongeBob felt sorry for Patrick. No wonder he'd been crying so much. "Well, that's a pretty good reason," SpongeBob admitted. "Must be pretty hard when you don't know anybody, huh?" "Yeah," Patrick agreed. He sobbed. "Pretty hard." He sobbed again. SpongeBob sat on the rock next to Patrick. "Maybe all you need is a friend." "Well, I don't have any friends," Patrick bawled. SpongeBob grinned. "Well, you've got one now." "Really?" Patrick asked, sniffling and wiping the tears from his eyes. He looked around. "Who is it?" "It's me," SpongeBob said. "Do you mean it?" Patrick asked, amazed that someone who had just met him and had never seen him do anything but cry was willing to be his friend. "Of course," SpongeBob said. "Things go better with friends. Two are better than one." From then on, SpongeBob and Patrick were the best of buddies, and Patrick explained that his name was Patrick, not Papa Patrick. They went everywhere together and did all kinds of fun camp activities. Near the lake, they found some big boulders to climb on. Laughing and shouting to each other, they scrambled up to the top. From there, they could see the whole camp. They paddled down a river in a canoe. Mrs. Puff rode in the back of the boat, teaching them how to steer. They didn't listen well because soon they guided the canoe right over the edge of a waterfall. Sploosh! Wearing helmets for safety, the pals zoomed down a zip line together. They couldn't believe how fast they were flying along. When they got to the end, they jumped off and ran back to ride it again right away. They joined their fellow campers in target practice, shooting arrows at bullseyes and bows. SpongeBob impressed everyone when he shot a whole bunch of arrows out of his pores at once. They sailed straight toward the targets. Thunk, 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 thunk. Patrick was proud to be friends with such an incredible archer. At lunch, Patrick popped up and surprised SpongeBob, who shot milk out of his nose. They both laughed really hard. In the evening, they sat by a fire with the other campers, roasting marshmallows on sticks. They toasted treats, smelled delicious, and tasted even better. The next day, SpongeBob and Patrick swung on seaweed vines, pretending they were lords of the jungle. Then, wham! They slammed right into the side of a hill, but they were okay. Laughing, they got up and swung back the other way. The friends explored a dark cave which turned out to be the home of a giant cave monster. Luckily, he was a giant cave monster who had no interest in eating sponges or sea stars, so they got away safely. On the beach, they shaped a TV out of sand and pretended to watch it. They were so convincing that other campers sat down to see what was on. Patrick and SpongeBob borrowed a camera. They held it out at arm's length and took a selfie. Then they stared at the picture, watching it develop. Two friends together. Once when SpongeBob walked into the bathroom, Patrick started to follow, but SpongeBob stopped him. Patrick, some things go better without a friend." "Like what?" Patrick asked, puzzled. SpongeBob closed the door to the bathroom. "Oh," Patrick said, finally getting it. Just past the edge of Camp Coral lay beautiful kelp fields full of jellyfish. SpongeBob, Patrick, and the other campers loved going there with nets. They occasionally managed to catch a jellyfish, but they always let it go. Waving his net frantically, SpongeBob chased the jellyfish toward his new friend. "Coming your way, Patrick! Way ahead of you, buddy," Patrick said. Confidently, he swung his net at the jellyfish, but missed by a mile. The jellyfish gave Patrick a little sting. Zap! Patrick made a face, then giggled. It didn't hurt much. Just then a voice called out, "Woohoo! Hey, y'all critters of the sea, look out below!" Stay tuned for part 3 coming up soon.